Hi folks. Well, Paul Watson of the Captain Paul Watson Foundation, formerly of Sea Shepherd before he was thrown overboard, he's in jail in the capital city of Greenland, Nuuk. And he's been in jail there for, since July, waiting on a decision from the Ministry of Justice in Denmark whether to extradite this clown to Japan based upon an Interpol red notice. And his fear is, if he's extradited to Japan, he'll get a 15-year sentence, and that's a death sentence to him. So he says, well, guess what, folks? You don't have to worry about that, being extradited to Japan in a 15-year sentence. Because over these past months since July, continually he goes into court in Nuuk, and they kept saying to him, gee, we didn't get a decision yet whether to extradite you or not, so we're going to postpone this another couple of weeks. Postpone it another couple of weeks continually. And recently they did that again. Early December, they postponed it to early December, waiting on a decision from the Ministry of Justice in Denmark, who's now inflicting cruel and unusual punishment upon this clown. So wait a minute. He thinks he's going to spend 15 years in Japan and incarcerated. Hello? You're going to be spending, if the Ministry of Justice in Denmark has its way, you're going to be spending those 15 years incarcerated in Greenland. Wow! But you want to know something? That's a plus for you, Mr. Watson, because you claim that if you were to send to a jail in Japan, you would be treated poorly and harshly. Whereas we know the prison in Greenland, it's luxurious. It's like a resort. So you're better off staying in Greenland for the next 15 years, as the Ministry of Justice in Denmark seems to want to inflict upon you. In addition, it's a win-win. It's win for Watson to stay there for 15 years with these continued postponements, and it's a win for the people in Japan. Huh? Yeah! You don't have to go to the expense of a court trial. You don't have to go to the expense of feeding this clown. The people in Greenland are experiencing these expenses. The people in Greenland are paying the expenses to incarcerate this fella who committed no crimes in Greenland. So the innocent people in Greenland, gee, I gotta pay to incarcerate this guy who committed no crimes in my country? What kind of sense does that make? It makes a lot of sense for the people in Japan that they don't have to pay to incarcerate this guy, because you folks in Greenland, you're paying the fee for Japan to keep him incarcerated. And then behind all this, we have his paramour. His paramour from France keeps flying, yeah! She keeps flying from Paris to Denmark to Greenland to Paris to Denmark to Greenland. And when she's in Greenland, you know what she's doing besides visiting the clown? She's driving a Japanese vehicle, a Mitsubishi. Yeah, that's what she's driving. Wow, she's driving a Japanese vehicle? Well, for a couple of reasons. Number one, she knows it's a reliable vehicle. But the number two, and don't step on it.
But don't step at number two.
But number three, they tell their minions and suckers and disposables and emotional wrecks, boycott Japan! Don't purchase any of their products! And here she is driving a Japanese vehicle. You see, it's okay for her, but it's not okay for you. And while all this drama is taking place, Taiji, Japan, they're slaughtering dolphins. And no one's there to record it, to interdict, to disrupt. No! They're too busy flying from Paris to Denmark to Greenland and using Japanese products while the Japanese are slaughtering dolphins. And who knows, more whaling will take place in Iceland, Norway, Russia, and the Faroe Islands, while the chief clown himself enjoys a luxurious stay at a resort prison in Greenland, at the expense of the Greenland people, but saving the people in Japan, that expense. So to the people of Greenland, I'd like to say to you, on behalf of the Japanese people, domo arigato gozaimasu. We'll see you. God bless you. God bless America. God bless the nation you happen to be in. See you.